What's going on, my Cardano friends? It is your Cardano friend Jack here, and in today's video we're going to be going over the latest updates in the Cardano ecosystem, some Hopium, some Copium, and also just generally what's going on and what's going down on Cardano. Let's get right into it. First things first, if you want to earn passive ADA on your ADA and also help support me in my mom's basement, you can do so using the Jack stake pool and staking your ADA there. Now, speaking of staking ADA, first thing I want to go over is, yes, the price of Cardano is down to around, if we scroll down here quite a bit, the 9th spot and 78 cents. A lot of things are down from all-time highs, but Cardano is down, 70+% from the all-time high of $3. Maybe my math's a bit off there. It's down a lot, but with that comes also some interesting things, being that staking is up from 69% to 74% since all-time high of all circulation of Cardano or ADA staked. 74% of it is staked, which is pretty impressive. Also, speaking of circulating supply and the amount of ADA staked, we also have to keep in mind that Cardano is one of the most decentralized cryptocurrencies in the world. Not only in terms of token ownership and initial distributions to publics or other forms of investors, but also in the sense that if we go here, there's 3,100 stake pools. That's more than 3,100 validator nodes. Not all of them are active and produce blocks, but the showing up of Cardano community members and how many people there are that have stake pools that are running and could mint blocks potentially is also a driving factor for decentralization as we build on top of Cardano's layer 1. Next, we have some keynotes or takeaways from April. These are the events that have basically happened in April, and they're pretty big, pretty interesting. If you didn't already know, Cardano network developers have increased the block size by 10% to 88 kilobytes. This has been taken into place, and this has been now utilized pretty much. As we can see, the blockchain is still very congested. When we go here, 96% 1 hour load, and that upgrade is being utilized for sure. Along with that, we also have whale transactions crossing 16.74 billion. ADA on track for a price rally. Not sure about the price rally, and also not 100% sure about the 16.74 billion in transaction volume, as I know Masari does track this, but with the UTXO model, it is a bit skewed in how it works. However, nonetheless, there are a lot more transaction volume and a lot more people coming to Cardano, because compared to previous months, it is also higher, especially in the NFT sector, which we'll get more on in a second. And then also we have a spike in chain activity with over 5.3 million addresses now on the Cardano network. If that wasn't enough Hopium for you, we also have this tweet here, which I do still like, and it is still true to be reminded of. Cardano is a long-term project. Patience will be rewarded. The whole point of me getting into Cardano, a lot of the people getting into Cardano, the whole point is to have something long-term that benefits society as a whole. And I do think that Cardano is still on track and we're still making progress towards that. So my conviction in Cardano remains strong as ever. Speaking of building and taking our time and being slow, there is actually 917 plus projects building on Cardano, and this is just a small fraction of what's to come, especially with tons of dApps going to be deployed. I know, more Hopium of things to come, coming in the month of June after the Vasilla hard fork enables some legendary features and more capabilities for people building on Cardano. Fund 8 voting is also underway, and if you want to vote in Fund 8, I will leave a link down in the description how to vote. If you already aren't registered, I believe it may be closed, but if you want to register for the next funding round, where you can go ahead, choose projects you want to basically get funded by the Cardano treasury and have funds for development, then please consider doing so. Link will be down in the description on how to do that. Lastly, speaking of dApps building on Cardano, we have an NFT dApp, JPG Store rather, not really completely a dApp, but it is an NFT marketplace on Cardano, which is a decentralized blockchain, and we have 5 million ADA in royalties paid back to the creators of projects verified on there, 150 million ADA in volume traded. I believe they have now successfully passed the previous bigger marketplace, which was CNFT.io, in total trading volume by quite a large margin. So huge ups to them for doing that. That's definitely an accomplishment. And then we also have 100,000 unique wallets connected only to JPG Store as their dApp. And that's a lot. That's a lot of people connected. 100,000 people connected to a website with a wallet. Yes, there's probably more. I have like 4 or 5 wallets connected to JPG Store, But overall, this is a huge amount of people and influx of users just using this one dApp centered around Cardano NFTs. To be honest, that's all I've been talking about lately is Cardano NFTs. So I'm going to leave the Cardano NFT talk here. If you want more interesting videos on Cardano NFTs, you can check out my latest, probably 5 or 6 videos. I have been talking about Cardano NFTs a lot, but in terms of Hopium, in terms of what's to come next, I don't know. I will be focusing on what's building. I'm very excited for Maladex, the DEX on Cardano that is ensuring no impermanent loss, and also Genius Yield, another great DEX that I'm looking forward to, but Maladex is going to be the one that I'm waiting for to farm. I farmed earlier, and if you have also farmed earlier on some of the more unstable pairs, likely you lost a little bit of ADA, especially if they're on DEX token liquidity farms, which I have done. Nothing against the DEXs, that's just how it goes when new tokens are developed into an ecosystem. Usually the price starts off higher and it goes down a bit, but other than that, that's pretty much all the news I have for today. If you want to include some news in the comments or things that you thought was interesting from the month of April, please feel free to do so, and I might cover it in the next video too, as I know that there's a lot that I missed and that a lot that has happened in the month of April, including so many good projects like Mokamada and other projects continue to build and implement stablecoins. Wingrider's DEX release and more have happened in April. So lots of good things to go over, lots of good things to come. I'll see you guys in the next video. It's been your friend Jack from my mom's basement. If you want to join the Discord for Cardano and Cardano NFT degenerates, you can do so with the link down in the description. Don't forget to stake with the Jack Stake Pool. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.